really necessary.
The beer's great. I could use better company. You're in the presence of greatness right now, my friend. Oh, I see what's already failed this guy is his hairline.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Oh. Mommy?
Man, 2020 got here quick. I can't believe it's already been a year since I didn't become a better person. Hello, 2020. With every new year comes self-reflection and yet another opportunity to be better humans than the year before.
Kyle, I've got to say, I will make a floral arrangement with you any day.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a lovely compliment.
Was that nice? It felt good.
Looking back on all the lessons I learned in 2019, I feel pretty equipped to take another trip around the sun without doing too much damage along the way.
Everybody welcome Johnny Bananas.
Strangely enough, one of those lessons revealed itself where else but on the Maury Povich Show.
You are not.
No, it wasn't a who's your daddy reveal. What I learned is that if you treat every battle like life and death, you're gonna die a lot of times. But it took my nemesis and a lie detector test for that lesson to register once and for all.
You have an arch nemesis.
I do.
And his name is Wes Bergman.
His name is Wes Bergman. Yeah. Maury, me and Wes Bergman, all right, we've been going back and forth on reality television for well over a decade now.
Right.
You suck. You look like a pig.
Wes essentially wants to be me.
Johnny is adamant that Wes is using Johnny to advance his career.
100%.
Wes claims, by the way, Johnny is the real obsessor.
Delusional.
That's the truth. That's
Delusional.
right. That's the truth.
And that Johnny rode his coattails to finish.
Yeah, right.
How do we get to the truth? Guess what? Lie detector test. So, he wants to be you, that's why he's obsessed with you?
All right, case in point, because this is proof positive right here that Wes is obsessed with me. Now, let's look at the timestamp. February 14th, Valentine's Day. I really just want to send out a heartfelt thank you on this Valentine's Day to the person that's been obsessed with me for 10 plus years, is constantly thinking and talking about me, and has based their entire career off riding my coattails. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Bananas.
Yeah.
So what is this showing? On Valentine's Day morning, when Wes should be thinking about his wife, his mother, his sister, an important lady in his life, who's he thinking about?
That's a good
me!
point. That's a fair point.
Me!
Here's Wes Bergman.
What?
He says you're obsessed with him.
Yeah, are you kidding me? It's the other way around.
He brought a tape.
Hey, AJ, how much for this Wes Bergman doll?
Constantly thinking about me. I just want to live in a world where I don't get bullied by what I look like.
But look at how much subject material I have.
Meanwhile, it is time for the real challenge.
Yes.
All right?
Thank you. I've been waiting 15 years for this. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I wonder why he's a little nervous.
We strapped you guys up for a lie detector test.
Yes, you did.
And now we got the answers.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
First, to Wes. Do you bring up Johnny in your personal life because you are secretly obsessed with him? You said no. The lie detector test determined you're telling the truth.
Yeah!
No way! No way!
That's one for me! One for me!
Johnny.
Recalibrate that machine,
Do
Maury.
you bring up Wes in your personal life because you are secretly obsessed with him, and you said no?
No.
And the lie detector test determined you're telling the truth.
I told you! I told
The
you!
machine is wrong!
There's no way! There is no
Wes,
way!
do you pick fights with Johnny to further your own career? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Yeah, and Johnny, do you pick fights with Wes to further your own career? And you said no, and the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Wes, do you actually want to be friends with Johnny? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Johnny, do you actually want to be friends with Wes? You said no, and the lie detector test determined You're telling the truth. There you go.
There you go. Bring it in for the real thing, Berkey.
Wow.
Bring it in for the real thing.
Okay.
We're such good friends.
This made it so much worse.
As we look ahead to being better people in 2020, I'm reminded of a huge revelation I had about a month ago while taking a load off on my therapist's couch.
In a nutshell, that is why I have a fear of commitment.
And that explains a lot. Johnny, what are some of your biggest fears?
Spiders, fear of having a 9-to-5 job.
We've all heard it before. Fears are nothing more than a state of mind. But for me, it actually took seeing a mental health expert to
Put my foot down and
Face your fears.
and face my fears. I guess this is what they call immersion therapy. If you're afraid of something, go and do it. What if this has the exact opposite effect? And I leave today even more terrified of spiders than I did before. What the hell is that?
That is Coco, the Goliath bird eater tarantula.
Ah! What are those? Those are what?
These are black widows. These are venomous.
So these various fears you're mentioning, have you ever felt they were irrational?
I'll let you answer that.
Yes, they're irrational.
Okay, I want you to get a cricket for me.
All
Okay?
right, hold on. I gotta try and grab a cricket and not get bit at the same time. Oh, there we go.
There.
Ah.
Let go of the cricket. Pull it back towards you.
Come on, get off there.
Pull it back. She's got it.
Yeah! Oh, dude, I did it. F you, Dr. Drew.
So, we haven't held a tarantula yet, but I want you to try it.
Oh. This is the way that I saw it, right? Best case scenario, it goes off without a hitch. I handle this spider, I get over my fears. Worst case scenario, I get bit, and I turn into Spider-Man. Ah! Ah!
All right, then just keep your hand down here. There you go, perfect. Aren't her feet like super soft? They're like
Yeah,
kitten
dude.
feet.
Oh, that is kind of soft. Dude, my therapist would
Yeah.
be so proud of me right now.
We're having good progress here, making breakthroughs. So Johnny, one thing you mentioned is a fear of a 9-to-5 job. Why is that a fear?
I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like, you know, a cubicle is my jail cell. I actually did try a 9-to-5 job, and it all started at this paper company. Today I'm in Scranton, Pennsylvania, at the Pennsylvania Paper Supply Co., facing one of my biggest fears. Au revoir. You must be Doug.
I am Doug Fink, president. It's already 9:25, so kind of missed on that one.
I'm from California, so I actually haven't changed my time ahead.
Do I think Johnny will make a good employee? Maybe at the real Dunder Mifflin he would, but here it might take 20 to 30 years of patient coaching.
The facade of this building, the exterior of this building, it's an iconic shot, and it's very well known for a television show that was very popular on TV called The Office.
Is it me, or does it smell like Updog in here?
What's up, Doc?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
We're going to have you try sales and see if you can sell some stuff. First step is you have to look the part.
So first of all, we're going to start with professional conduct in the office. My name is Ivan. I'm your talent recruiting specialist.
Ivan, hang on one sec. Yeah, man.
Is there anything that alarms me about Johnny?
Listen, I'm going to try and skip out of here in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, perfect. I enjoy leisure time. I'll be in the break room if anybody needs me. DM me.
If you were to describe somebody that didn't like to work and just spent time in leisure, what word might you use?
Industrious,
Interesting.
creative, influencer.
When a call comes in, we do say, thank you for calling Pennsylvania Paper and Supply Company.
Do we know who's calling?
We never know who's calling.
Hello, this is Johnny Bananas at the Pennsylvania Paper Supply Company. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, this is Allison from Shore Company.
Ooh, Allison from Shore Company.
Yes, I'd like to place an order.
What material would you like your paper made out of? Because right now we have a special on paper made out of boyfriend material.
No, I'm good, thanks. I appreciate it, though.
Does Johnny have what it takes to be an inside salesperson? He thinks he does, but No, I do not.
What's your, are you on Instagram? Allison, are you still there?
You guys have had an absolutely phenomenal quarter, killing it in sales. It was actually a huge spike today even. Everyone's doing a great job, except for, today you sold 1 pack of paper to somebody who orders a whole pallet.
Wow, that's a record.
Do we even ship 1 pack?
Are you fearful of other teammates' judgments of you?
Not really. I don't think there's anything negative to judge.
Interesting.
Johnny, so there's one last task for you to do today. It's Janice's birthday, and just wondering if you can handle getting the cake, the balloons, and making sure the party is going to be fun. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Justine. Who's Justine?
Justine.
In my opinion, it's the thought that counts. It should have been the cake, not what was written on the cake. Happy birthday to you.
Good effort, but I can no longer see you. Why don't you see one of these 3 doctors?
Okay.
We've done about as much as we can.
Well, hot damn, Doc. I'm moving on up. When making New Year's resolutions, the key is to not be overly ambitious.
Johnny, try and sip from the side. No slurping.
And thinking back to that etiquette lesson I got with my buddy Kyle from MTV's The Challenge and Geordie Shore.
Kyle, aka the K-Dog.
Woo! I know firsthand you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Gentlemen, we're going to now cover the subject and topic of dining and table etiquette. So if we could all take a seat together, just step in your chair and then just pull your chair in under your bottom. There we go. This napkin remains on your lap throughout the meal. And the one thing we never allow is elbows on the table. So please.
I already knew that.
So I want you to both do this. What letters have we spelt here?
B and D.
Okay, so B stands for your bread and the D is your drink. So your drink is always on the right, bread on the left. The cutlery starts from the outside and moves in.
Do we spoon before we fork, or should you fork and then spoon?
The spoon would be for soup, the knife and fork for a separate course.
Spooning leads to forking.
Can you both practice holding a knife and fork for me?
Does it have to be left-handed? Because I got taught with the right hand.
The fork is always in the left hand. We would cut, and then you would push your meat onto the end of the fork. You would then take a mouthful, and then you would rest your cutlery.
After every mouthful, you'd rest your cutlery.
You rest your cutlery.
That's crazy, but what about if you're really hungry?
It takes 20 minutes for your stomach to tell your brain that you actually are full.
Wow, really?
So in this way, when you rest your cutlery between mouthfuls, you chew the food, you'll appreciate it more, and you'll eat a lot less food.
Finally, after lots of practice,
soup, salad, fish.
We're one step closer to joining high society.
How do you take your tea? Do you like it black, white?
I like my tea like I like my women. Formal.
If I can pass that on to you and help yourself to a couple of sandwiches, please.
Now, Kyle, are you going to eat that?
In good etiquette and manners and special table, you don't touch other people's food.
Yeah, if you touch my food again, me and Philip are going to beat the shit.
Tea is incredible. It's created history throughout the world. This is an experience of bringing people together.
It is.
Oh, that's very sweet. That's lovely. That's very thoughtful.
I am thoughtful, and I do appreciate your company, and I appreciate you as not just my friend, but as a human being, and I respect you.
What? This is totally out of turn for me. I'm about to have a heart attack out of
like. Just say thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That means a lot to me.
That means a lot to me.
Welcome. Feeling like a true gent, I look up Pussycat Doll and former First Look host Ashley Roberts. It's great to finally meet you.
It's great to finally meet you.
It's quite a handshake you got there. For her help in taking the first step on tackling another one of my obvious weaknesses.
Should we cha-cha?
Should we? Where the maracas at?
There's no maracas in cha-cha. Unless you want somebody's maracas. No, don't answer that.
Don't threaten me with a good time. During Ashley's reign as host, viewers watched her dance like a pro.
You let the music move you, huh?
Compared to my tenure, when viewers watch me dance like a drunken hobo.
So when I push Ashley, what she does is slightly push back so she can feel where I'm taking her. Then from here, I slightly pull her this way.
It's like riding a horse.
Exactly like
the reins.
We're not really going to compare your partner to a horse, but it's similar. Johnny's a really sort of like strong alpha guy wanting to lead.
Not so tense. Loosen up.
I gotta give you a little bit.
Loosen up. Shh, it's okay.
But it's Ashley who knows what she's doing.
You gotta catch me.
I got you.
So there's a really interesting power struggle dynamic developing. If I can take your hand for a second, I'm going to lead you into this.
Okay.
I think there's definitely a difference in the chemistry between me and Johnny and Johnny and Matt.
Can you see how you're getting a really strong lead from me here? Bah, bah.
Johnny likes to get up on there, you know, feel out the hips, see what's going on, get close, get intimate.
This is okay. This is
just the proper form?
Yeah, this is great. I mean, I'm having the best time.
Okay, guys.
Which, you know, I'm fine with, actually. It makes me feel more comfortable if they're just having their little bromance moment.
Would you like to hold me?
Yes, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Thought you'd never ask. This is the first time I've ever felt this comfortable in another man's embrace.
From here, hold me.
I'm used to taking the lead, but Matt's really good at doing that, and I feel oddly comfortable when we're dancing together.
Yes.
Okay.
With Ashley, please.
Ready?
Yes.
Not only is this my first time dancing and I have a lot to prove, but also I feel like the torch has been passed to me. I promise you I'll not drop you. If anything, I'll fall on top of you.
Yeah, okay.
I'll break your fall. Actually, you'll break my fall. And I have to make sure that she knows I'm sailing the ship in the right direction, not into the rocks. However, it's rocky.
I will have to say, in Johnny's defense, to be a beginner and learn this choreography, it's really, really hard. It's okay, but there was moments that really clicked.
Yep.
And it's cool to be able to watch him realize that he can do some of the movements.
Yes!
Zorro!
I think we're going to be able to pull off something decent for the audience.
How's I as a partner?
You know, I have to say, when I first came in, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. And parts where you removed your brain and really felt it, I really felt you lead, and I liked the connection that we had.
I did too.
Yeah,
Ready to meet the parents.
Oh, that's, yeah, no, I wasn't going down that route.
As we settle into the new decade and work towards living our best lives ever, my biggest takeaway of 2019 is something that I know will stay with me in 2020. And I couldn't be more grateful.
This is Montreal!
I still have trouble believing that what I'm looking at is North Korea.
Woo! Flying high in Curacao!
Meeting incredible people, experiencing different cultures, and having awesome adventures, none of this would be possible without travel.
Do not adjust your television set. What you see here is real. Listen, we're on island time, my friend. I got nothing but time. I've never been to a place that is as vibrant with color as Curacao is.
Woo! Curacao!
Can't ask for any other place that's got the whole world crammed into one little island.
It's amazing. Oh, that's Fuerte. Curacao is one of only 3 locations on the planet where someone like me can get into a submarine and dive to depths of up to 1,000 feet. It's a surreal experience. Yeah. Oh my God, look! This island just keeps on blowing my mind every day that goes by. Salud para Curacao! You have buildings that look like they're thousands of years old next to modern architecture, and it works.
Now this is the way to see Scotland!
It's all right.
Yeah? That is refreshing.
It's very much homely food, pub food, country food, that kind of thing.
That is juicy, that is flavorful, that is tender. It's incredible, man.
So, I mean, where else are you going to find something like this?
Wow.
We're never going to forget it.
I love the fact that it's an amazing way to bring history to life.
Yeah, we call it living history.
Are you not entertained?
The sound of the ocean, clarity of the water. I mean, it's like glass out there. If I didn't know any better, I think I was in paradise.
You are.
That is the end of South Korea territory and where North Korea begins, right?
If you were to take just a few more steps, you would technically be inside the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
I'm in North Korea.
Yeah! Paddles up!
Dadushio. Dadushio. When you hear about the DMZ, what comes to mind is war.
Look at this! Hey, look what we got!
But then the landscape, the scenery, the peaceful nature of this country, it's completely different than what I expected.
Can't really feel the tension, can you?
Not at all. Beautiful. It really is. Not what I expected. So of all the lessons, if there's one to remember, it's to cover the earth before it covers you. Trust me, you'll be a better human all around because of it.